So today's video, I'm going to be talking about all you need to start a content creation. You've been overthinking it. You do not need all of those things that you've been thinking to start content creation. All you need is just you. Now, let's just get into the video without wasting much of our time. My name is Solomon. So now, in this video, I'm going to be talking about what you need. The first thing you need is a desire. You actually need a strong desire to start content creation. I wrote in my book, I said every content creator starts with a desire to share, desire to teach, desire to entertain, desire to inspire, desire to document your journey. You need that desire, the desire to bless other people with that thing that you have, the desire to share your experience with other people, the desire to come for the desire for greatness. Yes, the desire for greatness. If you have that desire, nothing can stop you from being a content creator and moving, because it's not okay to just be a creator, but it's also that you are also navigating your way to get into the top. Yes, because that's the most important thing. Now, if you don't have the desire, no equipment can save you. Now, many people, you can be in a place where you have all the equipment, you can be in a place where you have every equipment that you need to create a content, but if you don't have that desire, your gadget might be a waste. Many people, the mistake they make is they want to go for the gadget first instead of them going gadget. What I mean gadget, I mean the equipment, the cameras, the lightning. You want to go for that first instead of you going for your desires. Even instead of you to start first with what you have, then those things can come in. Because I've seen people that they have all the gadgets and the gadgets are just in their house and they are not using it because the desires to create content is no longer there. And no matter what you do, one thing I used to tell myself is no matter what you do, no matter who you are, no matter the profession, you can actually create content. Content is like the latest side hustle that anybody can engage in. It's like the latest side hustle that anybody can engage in. In fact, content is marketing, content is sales, content is a business. So engage yourself in content creation. And second thing I wrote here is, one thing you also need is hunger. You need the hunger, the willingness to learn. Now, if you're not hungry for a thing, you won't go for it. If you're not hungry for content creation, you will not go for it. You will not, aspire to make more content on that thing. If you're not hungry for a certain amount of money, you won't go for that amount of money. Even if the money is standing in front of your house, you will just be looking at it because you don't even need it. So the hunger, the need for you to be out there, the hunger, the need for you to to learn, because hunger is not just about pursuing, but it's also about learning. There are things that you need to be hungry about, and you engage in learning to get those things that you want. For example, now you're into content creation. It's obvious that there are a lot of things you need to learn, especially if you're a one-man content creator like me, and you are trying to make content for yourself, make content for people to watch and learn. And there's always a room to learn more. There's always a room to get better at that thing that you're doing. All right, so you need to try as much as possible that you are not wasting your time, and that you're not wasting your time, and that you are learning. So hunger, they want for more, they desire that, oh, I want more of these things, I want more, I want to do better. They need to improve and keep growing even when it is difficult. That's where hunger is, because most times you might not have the motivation to always create content, you might not have the motivation to always appear. So that's where your hunger comes in. That's where you need that hunger, that strive, that motivation. All right, now the third thing you need, so it's not about the gadget. Now it's not about the gadget, it's not about the camera, it's not about what you're using to shoot your video, it's not about what you're using to create your content. Now it's about these little things that might look little, but they are actually very, very important. Now the next thing is your vision. What you see in the long run. In the long run, what are you seeing? Now you're about to create content. How have you seen yourself in the long run? What have you seen of yourself in the long run that you want to start creating content? Because this vision is something that will wake you up every day to pursue that thing that you want. If you do not have that vision, it will be like a waste of time. If you don't have that vision, you will not strive well for that thing that you want to do. So your vision, what can you see? What have you seen? What is the What are the benefits? Let's start with that. What are the benefits that you have seen that is making you, that is pushing you towards this? And you need to hold on to those benefits, because those benefits are part of the things that will keep pushing you, and you say, no, these are the things that I can get from this thing. I do not need to give up now. I do not need to stop now. I do not need to, relent now. I need to keep pushing. So your vision, what you see in the long run, you need to see content creation. You need to see content creation as just more than posting videos. See it as a platform, a brand, and possibly a business. Long-term thinking, building an audience, and also creating opportunities for yourself. Now, I said, your vision determines how far you can go. What you see determines how far you can go. How have you seen yourself, even as a content creator, even as somebody who is aspiring to start content creation? What have you seen? What do you think you can achieve? How do you see yourself in the nearest future? So what you see really matters. Now, the next thing we'll talk about is what you need. Next thing you need is your phone. And I believe that you're watching this video on a phone. Or better still, just you're watching it on your laptop. I don't know. Or you're watching it on a desktop. I don't know. Or on anything. But I know that device you're using to watch it, 80% of people watching this video, you surely have a camera on that device, just like I'm doing. This is my phone, and I'm using my phone to shoot this video. So what I'm just trying to say is, as far as you have a phone, you have a camera, that is one of the basics that you need to be a content creator. Pick out your phone and press record. Pick out your phone, take pictures. This content creation is not only about posting videos. It's not only about videos. It's also about taking pictures. People make money just by posting pictures online. People make money just by posting pictures on Facebook. People make money just by posting pictures on Instagram. So it's not only about videos, but also about pictures. But some of us are okay. Some of us are okay with videos because it gives us opportunity to express ourselves. It gives us opportunity to express ourselves as much as we can, and enough time to express more like pictures. And some people like writing, right? So that's why other platform that gives them opportunity to write. I love writing too, but I don't really I prefer when I express myself like this. All right. So the next one is a phone. All you need is a phone to record. You need a phone to edit your video. You need a phone to create thumbnail. You need a phone to post. The phone can do all this. You can edit. You can edit your thumbnails with it. And thank God for the introduction of AI. AI can help, but a lot of people are not maximizing it. Some few years ago, when I was learning how to, how to edit videos, one of those guys said something very profound, and the thing really caught my attention. He said something. He said, if the only thing you do with your phone is edit pictures, you snap yourself, you take pictures, you send messages on Instagram, you send messages on WhatsApp, you just chat. If the only thing you do on your phone is chatting, you have not even used up to 20% of what that phone can do. If only what you do with your phone is just calling, you have not even used 20% of what that phone can do. Your phone can actually do a whole lot of things. So don't limit that phone. It is one thing that you need. As far as you have that phone, press record, sit down, take pictures, communicate your mind, share your thoughts. All right. Now, the next thing you need also is a microphone. Why do you need a microphone? Because most times, just like what I'm using here, most times when you want to create content, your phone can be far away, so your voice won't be able to get into the phone's mic. All right, so it's a bit far away. So one way you can just bring your phone mic or your mic, your audio inside that phone is by using the mic. So no matter how far away I am, as far as I'm with this, I'm able to communicate and you're able to hear me. They used to say that a better audio is even better than rubbish video. That means I can make a video. If you're not hearing what I'm saying in that video, the video is as useless, even if the visuals are very, very clear. So you need to have a microphone. Yeah, one of the basics, a microphone. Once you have a microphone and you have your phone, you're good to go. And maybe probably one other thing, because what I'm using here to stand my phone is just a stand. Yes, a stand. And you might not even need a stand. You can just place it on anything. Just make sure that you can see yourself and you're good to go. And some people, they like using back camera when they're using their phone. For me, presently, I use back camera most of the time, most of my video. But because I saw that the brightness today is a bit more, so I'm using my front camera. So you could see that I'm not even focusing on this, and this is where I'm supposed to be focusing on, because this is where my camera is. But I'm just looking at myself. So That's another thing. Another thing is you need consistency. Not like what I said. If you are seeing it depending on how you are seeing content creation. If you see it as a business, you know that you need these things. You need to be consistent. So you need to see it as a business, see it as something that is very, very important. Don't just see it as well, some people see it as fun, just having fun. But then if you see it as just having fun, you might just keep seeing it as just having fun. You need to see it as something very serious, much more than fun. You need to see it as like a business. You need to see it as something that you are trying to brand yourself. You are trying to, put yourself out there and in a particular view. Alright, so it's just beyond, all this surface area, and you need to be very, very committed to it. Commitment to content creation is very, very important. You need to like put in yourself into it and, do your best. So I hope you've been able to get value in this video. I hope this video has been able to, encourage you. You do not need all those things. You do not need a fancy camera. You do not need. All you need is your desire. All you need is your commitment. All you need is, your seriousness. All you need is a zeal. You need your phone. You need a microphone, and you are good to go. So I hope you've been able to get value. Kindly like and share. Please subscribe. Please subscribe. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. Subscribe. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.